All right, let's go. It's storming out right now, so if the stream suddenly ends, it's probably because the power went out. But I checked the radar. It didn't look like we were gonna get hit with anything too. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, but I didn't see anything severe on the radar. So, also Pokeballs. How many I got? Pokeballs. Good enough. Let's just keep going. Apparently, well, not you. Apparently, the final team member can be caught in this grass, I think. Like, this is the route. I thought it was like, oh, you could do this route and there's a cave. No. I might be misremembering in, like... What do you mean can't escape? I might be misremembering with, like, X and Y, where you can catch the same Pokemon in a cave at some point. There. You happy, Zigzagoon? You got a critical hit by strength. Could have just run away, but you didn't want me to. Meow. I fought you, and then Steven was over here. Do you have any moves that can strike a flying Pokemon? Yes. All of them. Yeah, I like this. Do you have any moves that can strike a flying Pokemon? And he pulls out a Natu. Not even a Xatu, just a Natu. It's like, yeah, try and hit my P. Oh, well, I guess I'm flying now too. Hey, wait a minute. Can't Kecleon learn Flamethrower? I feel like Kecleon can learn Flamethrower. I mean, I want to say I've seen that. Swellow. Who needs experience? Galleon? Cool. We'll stick with Galleon. I feel like there should be two L's if I'm going to pronounce it as Galleon, but again, it's supposed to be Gal-Ion, and I couldn't do the dash, the hyphen, whatever you call it. Well, thanks for turning me back to normal. I guess the downside to color change is I stop getting the same type attack bonus on my normal moves, but they're strong normal moves, so it shouldn't be that impactful. Also, this Swellow's only one hit away from being knocked out, so didn't matter. You soared above me with my flying type Kecleon. The move Fly is convenient, don't you think? I wouldn't know. While Pokemon is flying, almost no moves can strike it. Almost. So, yeah, I want to go back and catch a Wingull, because apparently it can learn both Fly and Dive, and I think Waterfall, which would be very helpful for later. You know, having all the stuff I need wrapped up in one Pokemon. That it's like, oh, I need Waterfall. Well, there we go. Waterfall and Dive just in case, and then also can fly back to a Pokemon Center when I want to switch out again. Sounds convenient. But because we're here, we're like on the opposite side of the country, or I guess region, whatever. It's I'm just gonna wait until we're like here, and then can hopefully. I mean, no, we'll go here, and then we'll go this way because I think this is a one-way ledge. But once we go and catch a Wingull, then we can go back to here and just use Fly. Call it a town checkpoint. Me, Pokemon, and my Parasol. If any one of them is missing, the picture of beauty will be ruined. Also, I did go check. I checked the VOD. That was indeed a shiny Wingull that I knocked out. Oops. Which really sucks because because Wingull is apparently really useful for HMs. So even if I wasn't gonna have it on my team, it would have been really useful. I even know what nickname I would have given it if I had caught it because it was green. But hey, first full odds shiny of the marathon, and it only took us 5 games. And I say full odds because, of course, not counting the free red Gyarados I got in Gen 2. You've completely ruined my beauty. Well, too bad. Parasol wouldn't suit you at all. Why, something like this would only get in your way. You mean, like... Hang on. I want to heal first. You mean, like this ninja? We ninja conceal ourselves under our camouflage cloaks. I bet you didn't know where I was. Totally not. No. Ninkata. I still think Ninjask would be, wait, is it Shedinja? Shedinja would be cool, but, considering it's bug, I would still have to worry about, like, 2 of the most common offensive types, fire and rock. It'd be cool if your third Pokemon is Shedinja, so I can demonstrate. What is Ghost weak to? I believe Shedinja is Bug Ghost. Itself and Dark. Although is Bug? No, Bug doesn't resist Dark. Sorry, I'm looking at the chart. Cuffing! Yeah, alright. We'll get... We'll let Phasgu do. So don't have to... So, Shedinja has to worry about Fire, Rock, Ghost, and Dark. Which... Yeah, that certainly sounds like stuff it's gonna encounter a lot. Like, even if they're not as common as I realize, it's still common enough that I don't feel like having one would mean it would be, like, super immune to everything. Because if I remember correctly, its ability makes it so that it can only be hit by super effective moves. Which would, yeah, fire. Let me look at the chart again. Fire... Where is Bug? Nope, that's offensive. Where's defensive? Yeah, fire... Oh, fire, flying, and rock. Again, really, at least in terms of Pokemon you encounter, pretty common. I lost. I should camouflage my shame. Oh, camouflage cloaks are all handmade. Cool. Pokemon have many special abilities. At least they do now in Generation 3. If you want to become a first-class trainer, learn about them. I can't... Trying to turn my fan on. My Lodic. Alright then. Maybe Galleon shouldn't be in this. Because if you hit me with a dragon move, that's gonna be bad. I will go for one hit. Well, guess I'm water now. Oh, that hurts. I think Milotic is dragon. Is it? I want to say ice dragon, but that's probably not right. Excuse me. Haha! Color change! I thought it wasn't going to work out in my favor, but it's apparently working out in my favor! I don't suppose that counts as a status condition that Facade works with, does it? I think it's only fire, burn, and... or fire, paralysis... burn, paralysis, and poison. I'll go for Facade anyway. Dude. Okay, I don't think confusion counts. My hyper potions are still down here. Oh, cool, you have one too. It's like we're starting over. Except you won't get that neutral, effective, critical hit. At least I'm assuming you won't get it again. And I'm starting off resistant! Okay, good. Gosh, this rain is kind of annoying. Only because it's like, oh, the rain continues to fall. Like, yeah, I get it. No oh. Facade it is. Great. Dude. Rain continues to fall. Who cares? Well, I guess that is making Water Pulse stronger. But it's not very effective, so who cares? Although I do wonder how resistant Galleon would be if it wasn't raining. Dude. I've got to heal again! Come on! Go for the hyper again. Nope, not the bag again. See, now I'm really starting to get annoyed at it doing the thing where, like, the text description happens and then the animation plays. Like, see, Galleon is confused. And then the birds. Like, just do it at the same time. Do it at the same time. You're obviously thinking. Yes. Sometimes. Special abilities of Pokemon will make battle styles change. I forgot she said the thing about abilities. Funny how that was like the first instance of Galeon's ability really doing much of anything. I gotta walk up here. Don't want to trip and get hurt. No, not again. I'm gonna buy some more potions too. What potions did they have here? Super. And hyper. Sure. Probably should have saved money for Pokeballs in case I need them later, but I think we'll be good with what we have. Bag, that's what I wanted. Okay. Whatever. I was gonna sort them by, like, how common they are, but whatever. I think there was one more thing I wanted to do when I was in the bag. The city consists of homes built on trees. Perhaps because of that lifestyle, everyone is healthy and lively. Why, even myself, I feel as I've grown 30 years younger. I don't know why I felt compelled to talk to that guy. I really haven't been talking to people anymore. There's definitely a part of me that's like, well, you know, who cares? Just get a move on. Just go. Also, I still gotta be looking in the grass. Gonna be looking for... Not you! Hello? Be the Pokemon I want, please. Not you! What do you mean can't escape? Oh no, not electricity's power. Can I at least switch to... Yeah, I can switch to someone who will obliterate you if she doesn't miss. How are you faster? Dude. How did you survive that? Yeah, okay, whatever. Eat your berry. It won't matter. That was kind of pathetic. Kind of pathetic, Mercy. Not gonna lie. Okay, gained a level. That's cool. I'll give Mercy a potion. Just in case a sticky situation occurs. And we're down to our last Pokemon. So let's get one more encounter in this grass before I move on. How do I want it? Hey, wait, if Galeon gets hit by a poison attack, does that make her automatically immune to being poisoned? I was reading about how Mold Breaker works. Did I fight you yet? Special ability Pokemon. Okay. And it apparently is like, it only works on like abilities that change the outcome of a move, basically. So like it ignores ones like you can hit a Pokemon with Levitate with Earthquake, basically. What was it? What was his berry? I forgot. Sapphire defrosts Pokemon in battle. But then we water it even though it's raining. But yeah, so Mold Breaker, like I was thinking about before, Mold Breaker does not make it so that you don't take damage from rough skin, because that doesn't affect the outcome of the attack. It's more like a consequence related to the attack. Yeah, get out of here, Zigzagoon. How's your physical fitness? If you're not fit, you could have a rough time in critical situations. But also, one of the ways that Mold Breaker works is that you could confuse a Pokemon that has own tempo, but then, like, the very next turn, the ability takes over again. It's like, oh, no longer confused. So, like, there are some status conditions where you can inflict them, and then, like, they just immediately wear off. I don't know if that means, like, nothing happens in the meantime. Where, like, okay, you confuse a Pokemon that has own tempo, and then for that turn, if you're faster than them, that they might hit themselves on that turn. Oh, great, fake out. Gilly unflinched. Cool, now I'm grass. You wanna drain me again? Nature power, okay. Swift. Back to normal. Ow. Thanks for giving me my same type attack bonus back. Nuzleaf. Oh, I'm tired today. Come on. Also, funny how... What type is Fake Out? I feel like Galleon's ability hasn't been changing her type, even though that move probably could. I'm totally fit, but fitness training is my routine. I always run with my Pokemon. Yeah, I won't be able to do that until, like, 6 generations from now. Get out of here. I guess the Pokemon I want is, once again, a rarer encounter than I expect. Not you. Who's lower level now? I think Sid should take over. Or Takuba. I mean, it is raining. Takuba should be getting healed. I'll check your Pokemon and see if they're fit for the outdoors. I caught them outdoors, so I assume so? Carlos. I remember the comedian Carlos Al-Azraqi has a joke about the different ways people pronounce the name Carlos. Unfortunately, I'm one of the people who pronounces it the not cool way. Oh well. Oh, you finished again. Oh no. I like how this guy thought he was going to be testing my Pokemon's fitness for the outdoors by attacking them with an acorn. Turn it to Razor Leaf. I guess because we're in really tall grass. Rain Dish restored some HP. I'm not gonna waste 5 more PP on Astonish. Let's switch. Fazgoo. Man, I know it's like 20 minutes in, and the thing that I've said before about like, oh, well, I don't want to get into what the topics I have. The things I want to talk about, like, right away. I want to give people time to show up. I feel like 20 minutes, half hour is good enough. I don't know how to transition to what I want to talk about. I also know that once this battle ends, I'm going to have to interrupt myself and read dialogue. And Fazgoo flinched because of Fake Out. Turn it to Razor Leaf. Yeah, not very effective. Because I'm poison. Yeah. Let me guess. Lombre? I thought you were gonna have Shift Tree. Did all of his Pokemon have Fake Out? Maybe the C-Dot didn't. Or maybe I just didn't give it a chance. With Pokemon that strong, you're in no danger of needing rescue. Yeah, good thing about that, because then I have to play Pokemon Rescue Team and save myself. To travel wherever your heart desires with Pokemon. That's the joy of being a trainer. Still not what I want. Maybe I should have written down what route it's supposed to be on. Cool. You figured it out. It's a Lombre. Right, I'll just hit you with Surf. How do you miss with Surf? Surf is a tidal wave. There. Of course that wasn't enough. Okay, so, the figures I was talking about, the Titan 13... Stop flinching! The figures I ordered off of eBay, the 3D printed ones. I was curious how good the material they're made out of is. Because I know there's different kinds of printing filaments that you can use to print stuff with. So I noticed, oh, free money. So I looked, not noticed, I checked, where they said. They both say that they're made out of PLA, which I feel like is standard. I don't know much about 3D printing, but PLA seems pretty standard. You did it! You found the Pokemon that was right in front of you. Now I went to look it up to see if PLA is you know, decent for 3D printing action figures. And Copilot said, for prototypes, sure. Or for display pieces, because it can have good detailing to it. But you would actually want, I think it said a polycarbonate instead. Well, I guess there's no going back now. I jumped off a ledge. Let me make sure I heal everyone up. So I got curious and I checked what the official Titan 13 figures are printed with. Not PLA. Because I think Copilot also said something about like, oh, well, you could print certain parts out of PLA. Also, wait. I guess I can go back by going this way, okay. Whatever, that's a little strange, but whatever, I won't question it. Yeah, I think specifically for joints, it said like polycarbonate or something like that. Want to battle? I guess I don't have a choice. So the official Titan 13 figures are printed in PETG. If you don't know what that is, neither do I. But it's apparently a stronger material. So, you know, at least I know if the ones I get end up breaking after 2 days, maybe I should order some official ones and see if PETG is a better material to print them in. I probably shouldn't be fighting bugs with Lombre. With Takuba here. Oh wait, you're part water, aren't you? Yeah. Still took a lot from that, though. Not my evasion. The well-known evasion tank Lombre. Anyway, here's Surf again. Now, another thing I noticed about the figures I ordered. Neither of them are shipping from within the US, like I had originally thought. It's about to send out another Surski. Which, you know, normally I don't care where my stuff gets shipped from. Doesn't really matter to me. But as you may be aware, tariffs. So I may have to pay an import fee on both of them because they're shipping separately. They're not coming from the same seller, but they're both sellers are not in the US. One of them is in Panama. I lost. And I don't remember where the other one said they were. Somewhere I haven't really heard of, honestly. I'll try harder. Good. So I have no idea when I'm gonna have to pay these fees, or how much the fees are gonna be. And that's frustrating. Especially because they were listed as $10 and free shipping. So it's like, oh man, $10 for these? Cool! Now I could potentially have to pay up to $30 to receive the package. Which is extortion. It's extortion. I mean, I don't know much about importing fees. But to be like, oh, this $10 package you bought that had free shipping, pay me $30 or else you don't get it. Like, what? That's insane. Like, I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna do if I end up having to pay $30 to receive them. Because, like, I bought them because they were $10. I don't want to spend $40 for them. You know, $40 each. So I'm pretty mad about that. And I'm hoping that I will get lucky, and it'll be a fee I can pay online and not have to drive down to the post office to get. Because I also don't know what post office it's going to sit at waiting for me to pay the fee. Like, is it going to be the one that's, like over there? You can't see where I'm pointing. I probably also didn't point in the right direction. There are powers beyond our understanding in the world. So you must be a Hex Maniac. Hex Maniac Tammy. Tammy. Didn't say it right. Astonishing! I did a cool backflip and it scared the Ralts. I was gonna refocus. It's gonna calm his mind. It's okay, there's nothing to be afraid of. Backflips aren't real. Sorry, Ralts. Backflips are real. Send a Dust Skull. I like Dust Skull. Unfortunately, I can't get the full evolution. Which, actually, I think that was added in Diamond and Pearl, but in any case, Reaper Cloth is like post-game. And also, I think, a trade evolution. So, I would not be able to get Dusk Noir. But I had one in Legends of Arceus, so this is good enough for me. Anyway, yeah, so I'm hoping A, it's a fee I can pay online, so I don't have to drive down to some post office somewhere. And B, that I get lucky, and it's one that's not a fixed fee, and is one that is like, oh, well, you bought a little piece of plastic that's $10, okay, give us $3. Okay, $3, that'd be reasonable. But I'm not about to pay 3 times the price of an action figure I bought on a whim. Like, I don't want to cause trouble, but if it is $30, I might just not go to pick it up. I know that's a waste of $10 on my part, and I don't get the action figure. But I could also just download the print files and print myself one. I have lost. Mount Pyre. There was a mysterious power at work there. What about here? Can I find a mysterious power here? No! See, I don't want to cause the hassle of like, oh, this guy didn't come to pick up his package. I guess it's got to return to sender or whatever. But like, I don't want to pay $30 to pick up a $10 action figure that I could make for free. Stop. Have a good look at my precious Pokemon. I got one of those too. So I could hit you with Surf. And then that makes you water. Okay, I think I can't switch now. So then it's a good thing I can do this. I can basically just cycle through my moves. Oh, that's not as super effective as I wanted it to be. Dang, Takuba, we really gotta get you a good grass move. You think Seed Bomb would be good? So then I can hit him with my last Astonish. And now I can hit you with water for full effect again. Oh, you flinched. And freed from the bind. I just noticed this sound effect. Wow. It's about to use Sapphire. Yeah, I better change. Is Viper dark poison or is it just poison? The way it looks, I could see it being part dark. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Whether it is or is not, does not matter to me. Ding! Trying to learn Psychic. Yes, because that is way stronger. Loses the chance to cause confusion, but what chance? What confusion? It has not been triggering at all. Like, I can't even feel sad to lose the chance of causing confusion, because it's not like I've been relying on it. It's not like it's been reliable or helpful. Although I do hate going down to 10 PP. I almost feel like this generation rebalanced moves to have, like, strong ones have less PP. But I don't know. No, you know what? I'm not using Tackle. Tackle is stupid. Why do I have Tackle on Moondrop? Just have Moonbeam, or Psychic. Moonbeam. I don't think that's a move. At least not yet. Wait. Actually, I would have, like, Clefairy. Could probably have that. Oh, how dare you? Don't take it so seriously. Lady, I'll have you know, I might have to buy... I might have to pay $40 for a 3D printed action figure. I take everything seriously. I just feel like it's nicer to have them sitting next to each other. Maybe I'll go catch some more Pokemon at the Safari. Oh, I see those bozos over there. Excuse me. Hello, Linoon. Guess who cares? It's not me. Oh. So I'm just looking up if I am correct that this is the route that I need to be on. 120. Keep that in your mind as we get away from this Linoon. It's 120. We gotta be looking for Route 120. Pokénav, that's what I'm looking for. 121. Okay, well, let me click on Route 120 then. And see Pokemon Generation 3. Long grass. 8%, so not the rarest. Seedot is apparently rarer at 1%. For some reason. Why would you want a Seedot that late in the game? For 1%? I'm pretty sure you can find it in better places. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back and run around in the tall grass. Or, sorry, the long, tall grass. Route 120 and this stuff. Let's just go until we find it. Ideally, a her. I want a she. There. Ah, it's a he. Bye. Hello, Ethereal Sapphire. How are you tonight? I think you just saw the Pokemon that were... It's gonna be our last party member. Unfortunately, it was male, and as I just said, I would like female. Although, I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing if it was male. The nickname still... It kind of works. It wouldn't be inappropriate, necessarily. Just if I have the 2-day heat wave, ah, jeez. Yeah, it's been kind of hot here, too, as well, also. I hate it. I don't like the heat. Like, summer is fine because it's at least consistent. It's at least hot all the time. I hate hot in the spring. It's like, stop that. You're gonna be 90 degrees today, and then you're gonna be 60 tomorrow. What are you doing? Oddish. Why does Oddish look like I'm the one who surprised it? I hate summertime. I don't like hot weather and temperatures. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a winter person. But I think of it as like the opposite way people normally think of their favorite seasons, because I think normal people are like, I like winter because I like the cold. I'm the opposite. I like winter because I like it being cozy, warm inside. I don't like it being uncomfortably warm because of it being hot outside. I like it being cold outside, and then I go inside, and it's warm, and then the warm makes you go, ah. I like sleeping with blankets. I don't like how hot weather makes me not want blankets. It's too bad I can't run in the long, tall grass. Probably helps me up my encounter rate. Get out of my way, Linoon. What do you mean can't escape? How fast do I gotta be to run a Linoon? Dude. Who's my fastest Pokemon? I should put them in the front. 50, 31, 57, 40, 73. I guess I should switch to Sid. Sorry, shift to Sid. I'm glad you could identify the grass lizard. Dude. Linoon. Go away. Zigzagoon. Not you either. So I've been playing more Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm realizing, like, they really do like to expedite stuff in that game. Like, I think they've very much designed the game recognizing that a lot of people play Breath of the Wild and will be playing Tears of the Kingdom because of that. So they want to be like, well, okay, you already got the full experience of this in Breath of the Wild, so we're not going to waste your time forcing you to do it again in this one. Like, Breath of the Wild really liked... Like, one of Breath of the Wild's favorite things was climbing. And, you know, stamina management while climbing. Tears of the Kingdom is like, whatever, here's a rocket. Like, it... Not that it's specifically designed to, like no longer have all those same footholds, you know, resting spots that you would have in Breath of the Wild. I think they're all... I mean, it's the same map, so they're probably all still there. But, you know, Tears of the Kingdom is like, here's Ascend. Here's multiple other ways you could be doing this that are faster. You don't have to do the old-fashioned way that is kind of slow. And also frustrating if you're in a place that can rain. And that's one of the things I like about it. I like that it's like, here's a rocket. You want to get up this cliff? It's a rocket. Or build a balloon. Or ascend. Or like gathering materials. In Breath of the Wild, it's like, hey, you want food? You gotta go gather. You gotta go hunt and gather. You gotta go shoot deer and boar with your bow. And you gotta run around and find apple trees and mushroom patches. And in Tears of the Kingdom, there's like a lot of additional, there's a female. And on the third one, too. Okay, now, don't knock her out. Also, don't get knocked out by her. That is also a possibility. Ow. Please do not critical. So, as I was saying, Tears of the Kingdom has a lot of, like, extra monster bases that I don't think were around or as plentiful in Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild monster bases were, like, always, like, the really big tree forts. I guess not a tree, you know, it didn't have a tree. The really big, you know, the big structures. Oh no, some of them were in trees. Okay, a whirlwind. I did not want to go back into my bag. Actually, yes I do, because of Pokeball. More turns taken in battle. Okay, well I will resort to Timer Ball. Let's say halfway through regular Pokeballs, but for now, Great Ball! Yeah, there's a bunch of, like, small bases in Tears of the Kingdom. Really? You were caught in the less effective ball? Alright, cool. Blue works. Absol has the ability to foretell the coming of natural disasters. It lives in a harsh, rugged mountain environment. This Pokemon very rarely ventures down from the mountains. Give a nickname to the captured Absol? Yes. Wait. Just gotta double check the spelling. Okay. I couldn't remember if there was an I. Absol gives me Proton John vibes, so I'm naming her after her. Also, we gotta go back. I gotta get her out of the PC. That's fine. Because then we can fight stuff on the way... Right. On the way back. And she can get some levels. On the way back. Like those moments of temporary bursts of speed I get from being outside of the very tall grass. Hey, look at that! The 1% encounter. Kecleon. So what was I saying? A bunch of those little monster bases that have a bunch of, like, palm fruits and apples and meat. Like, you find a monster base, you will find a lot of fruit and meat. And I think sometimes mushrooms. And sometimes cooked mushrooms. Like, they pretty much, like, you find a monster base and you have expedited the process of gathering healing items. I'm also realizing, I mean, and this worked in Breath of the Wild as well, but I'm realizing the power of, like, you just get a bunch of meat and you just cook it on a regular fire, not a cooking pot. And it's a very good way to get some decent healing in bulk. Maybe bulk is a strong word, but You can get like 5 at a time. And back in you go. See you later, Mercy. Except hopefully I won't need you. I'll put you in front. And we're done. Let me just heal again, just to make sure Claire gets healed too. But yeah, it's definitely a faster process in Tears of the Kingdom to get a bunch of, like, healing meats. Because again, you fight a monster and you can get a bunch of meat that way instead of having to hunt the animals yourself. Also, the nice thing about doing the, you know, cook them on an open fire thing is, since it's weak healing, and, you know, when your health is so low, you don't, you know, when you have so few hearts, you don't really need the healing, like, of, like, a properly cooked meal. Like, you could save yourself on inventory spaces by doing that as well. Because why have a bunch of different inventory slots taken up by healing that's just going to heal 4 or 5 hearts? When you could just have them all stack in one place as like 2.5 hearts. Actually, I think it's 1.5 hearts, but point is they stack. So you can have a lot of them and only eat as much as you need and not waste healing. You know, over-healing. Quick attack, Razor Wind, which is not a flying move. Bite, which is dark. And Swords Dance. Swords Dance only does physical attack, right? Attack sharply rose. Yeah, so Swords Dance is not going to be useful if I'm going to bite. At least for now. While dark moves are still all special. Also, what is like your ability and stuff? Okay, pressure. I will accept that. I don't know what other abilities you could possibly have, if there are any other abilities you could have in this game. It might just be the one. I don't know. I'll take pressure. In the event that we have to PP stall something, Claire could attempt. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, let's look at her stats. Don't know how bulky she is. Probably not, because she's an attacker, physically. Also, not specially. So again, bite, not her best move, but we can still keep it on her in the event that something is weak to, you know, weak to dark. Let's see what else you could learn. Well, we're not gonna find TMs in the Pokedex, are we? Bulk up would be funny. I think I would actually make Pokemon fans angry if I replaced Sword Dance with Bulk Up. Oh yeah, Bullet Seed. Let's look up Bullet Seed. Not for Claire, obviously. For Takuba. So a potential of 20 at the worst. You know what? Yeah. Let's get rid of the sword. It's probably not the best grass move you can learn. Actually, we'll worry about that later. I was originally going to give him Solar Beam, which I think is on the Sunken Ship. But we need Dive for that. So, I'm kind of tired of Takuba not being strong in terms of grass attack. So, maybe I won't give him the move that he has to take a turn to charge with. And just do that. So these are both special, so maybe not for Claire. Shockwave, Sandstorm, Rock Tomb, Aerial Ace. She can. .60 power and never misses. A 2-turn move that strikes the foe on the second turn. Oh, quick attack. I kind of want to get rid of Bite for this, but whatever. Supplement areas? Yes. I mean, you know, I could hit twice with Aerial Ace for 120 power. You know, never mind, however attack comes into that. Or I could wait one turn for 80 power. Maybe Aerial Ace is the better move. But for now, we'll give Razor Wind a chance. Stealing. Can Absol learn Cut? I know I've already got it on Sid. Absol can. Just curious. Okay, so we're gonna jump down this ledge. The way the path moves, it does kind of make it seem like you have to come from this way, but yeah, the ledge disagrees. The ledge and the grass are not in agreement as to which way you should be going. So I'm gonna assume that Razor Wind is programmed correctly and does not check for whether or not, like it I'm gonna assume Razor Wind is programmed correctly and that it checks for your attack at the moment of using it, rather than I can use it this turn and then use Swords Dance and have it be stronger because I used Swords Dance after. I'm forgetting where my awakenings are. Did I fight you? Give the case a shake, and out pops a Pokeblock. And that Pokeblock is caught and eaten by a Pokemon. It's an expression of love, isn't it, I guess? Yes, you understand what I mean. You should take this. A whole wiki dedicated to berries? I can believe it. I think that berry is rare. I hope you raise it with loving care. Sure, next empty plot I see, I'm gonna plant it. Anyway, here's a ninja. I will adopt the moves of Pokemon and create new ninja techniques. Please don't self-destruct. Sledge. Ow. Ow. There we go. Cool. I don't like how much setup there is to that, but... Wait, doesn't Bug resist Dark? Yeah, can't argue with the results, I suppose. Oh, cool. You also can dance with a sword. Maybe I should have taught Claire Aerial Ace. The creation of new ninja techniques is but a distant dream. Perhaps I ought to apprentice under a ninja sensei. Trying to make sure I read that correctly as apprentice and not appreciate. Who might you be? Are you perhaps searching for ancient ruins that are rumored to possibly exist according to legend? No. I forgot. I actually, like, Absol's cry is one I do recognize. If you played that cry out of context, I might recognize it as one of my favorite Pokemon's cry. Also, by the way, Absol is one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't have much of a reason. It's just I just like it. Absol is cool. I have never actually. I don't think I've actually successfully used an Absol in any playthrough of Pokemon. I don't think they've ever been on my final team. But I just think it's neat. Oh, come on. That's fine. Just quick attack the Sandshrew, and we can switch or something. Oh, bam. It's meant to use another Sandshrew. We'll go for healing. I do have, what, 3 Swords Dances under my belt right now? Yeah, whatever. I'm already poisoned. That hurt more than Poison Sting did. We'll go for the Razor one. Well, don't make Razor Wind miss. That would not be cool. Also, I see now that Razor Wind, like, it locks you into it. So no, you could not use Swords Dance while waiting for it to unleash its attack. Okay, Claire is mostly healed up, not poisoned. Let's just go straight to the Razor Wind. Good. Nice. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. What a disgraceful setback. That giant rock. I would like to believe it may indeed contain ancient ruins, but I see no entrance. Yeah, I don't know how to get in either. Something to do with Reggie. I don't know. He's not president of Nintendo anymore, though. Of Nintendo of America, so I don't know what to do. Well, I see there's an item if I surf, but I don't want to go surfing. There's the Hex Maniac. You know, she actually does kind of resemble her battle sprite with her field sprite. Not great, but, like, better than most. Okay, we move out to Mount Pyre. I like how they didn't move out until just now, where I finished all my errands. Together, we're fearless. We'll demonstrate how tough we are. Oh gosh, not slacking! Let's just go for setup. Oh. Wow, Phasgoo is really slow. Okay, it didn't make me select a target, so I assume it hits both. And then Phasgoo will get a potion. Oh, I didn't put hyper potions at the top. Oops. I just now noticed. Teeter dance. Dude. Both of us? Okay, well, slacking too. Oh, come on! You started that move before Great, now I gotta click through. It's already confused. It's already confused. It's already confused. Dude. Good. Go for the Razor Wind again, and then with Phasgoo's turn, we'll heal Claire. Whipped up a Whirlwind. Okay, good. Despite that being a punch, it is not a fighting type move. Isn't this supposed to be Slacking's loafing off turn? Dude. Don't. Knock yourself out as a figure of speech. See, now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Bad enough you got a Slacking, now you also got a friggin' spin to confusing everyone. Sometimes in video games, you have to figure out whether it's better to take out the strong guy or the weak guys. In this case, it's the weak guy. The really annoying weak guy who's gonna keep confusing you. Surely you don't have good special defenses, do you? Come on, Moondrop. I mean, she would have taken that hit really well if it wasn't critical. Oh, sorry, I called her. I called Moondrop she, didn't I? They. I blew it in front of my junior student partner. Handbag strap. I'll have to train with Kate, my senior student partner, again. Handbag strap. Like, run out of words already. When someone's relying on me, I get this urge to look cool in front of them. Don't we all? Good thing I have 9 revives. Grab one for Moondrop. And Phasgoo stayed in that whole fight, so she gets one too. Can we save? Have I saved since getting Claire? I really should have done that. In fact, just in case the power goes out. Just making sure everything is solid. Everything is solidified. Everything is concrete. Shuppet? Not the kind of Pokemon I would have expected to just randomly be out here in the grass. Oh, right. Normal and ghost and yeah. I know Astonish would work, but let's see what Bullet Seed does. Or how it does, I should say. I just can't help but think of, like, the power-up in Yoshi's Island that you just eat a watermelon and then you can spit seeds. This is probably way better when every hit is, like, double damage because of super effectiveness. So, yeah, probably way better than Absorb. 129. 2s on everything. Oh yeah, I want to compare her stats to Galeon's. Let me switch them so they're next to each other so I can easily do that. Ooh. So she's got better offenses. Not a good time to compare them, I suppose, because they're 5 levels apart. But yeah, Galeon has more health and yeah, way better defenses. So pretty much what you would expect out of a Pokemon that comes with Swords Dance. They're a speedy attacker. Maybe not as speedy as, yeah, not quite as speedy as Sid. I think Sid is always going to be the fastest. I don't know if Claire can catch up, but speedy attacker. The metagame's favorite kind of Pokemon. And, like, I can't argue. Absol isn't one of my favorites because of being a speedy attacker, but I do like when my Pokemon goes first and one-shots the opponent. With my Pokemon, I have traveled the world's 4 corners. The world is round, though. How do you go to the corners? You might say I have some confidence in my abilities. I also might say you have a nice hat. Since Swords Dance is raising your attack by 2 stages, okay, bye. Don't worry about what I was talking about. Never mind. It's no longer relevant. You brought that on yourself, Maynetric. Ah, well played. You visited the 4 corners of the round world and you didn't catch more Pokemon. I would like to circle the globe once again with my Pokemon. Singular. Carbos. I just think of that one scene in Regular Show where I think it was Rigby he was eating chips, and he's like, "Carbo loading." Will you play with my delightful, pretty Pokemon? Also, I think that was the Regular Show episode where Rigby's body literally gave up on him and he became a pile of goo. Okay, cool. We both did our setup. Since Swords Dance raises your attack by 2 stages, I might be good to just go straight into Razor Wind. This isn't what I meant. Well, what other way can you do a Pokemon battle except to win? I'm going to a contest in Lilycove. That Pokemon should have no problem sweeping the Master Class. Well, you certainly couldn't sweep me. Why is this tree here? Is there an item? Aha! Someone was eating nuggets over here. And they didn't pick up their trash. Oh, look. Free spot for berries. I can go plant that rare berry. I don't even know that this setup is worth it for you. Oh, it's super effective. Oh, bug. Well, I was gonna say while this is going on, I should look up what. Okay, no, just fighting and bug. Those are the only things I gotta worry about. And completely immune to psychic. So also resists itself and ghost. So ghost and psychic, or ghost, psychic, dark is what I want to pull her out with. Fighting a bug, avoid. Okay. How about a... Where is it? How about a citrus berry? Nope, not. Check tag. Use. No, I should do a potion as well. I just felt like using a berry. It's not like I'm going to use them for a bunch of anything else. Oh. I thought this was one tile, so you had to, like, collect the berry that was here to get to this one and this one. I will plant this wiki berry. I'm hoping that there's not some kind of mechanic in place where you can't grow more. But it's not like I'm gonna remember to come back for it, so this is just ceremony. They left behind their children nuggets. Guess it's ours now. I'm not sure if you meant children nuggets. But either way, it is funny. Okay, so now that we're here, we have hit a town checkpoint. Actually... do I want to backtrack? Because I think I can catch Wingle here now. If, assuming I can get to the water. Somewhere. I just need stairs. Hello. Max repel. What is this thing? Can't click on it. Okay, cool. I am up a layer. And I'm gonna go down a layer. Now go down the stairs. I'm in the shore. Okay. Aha. So I don't have to backtrack. I'm almost certain one more quick attack would knock out this Wingle. But what about Bite? Was that the Bite of 87? Great. I'm gonna have to wade through a bunch of tentacles to get another Wingle to show up. But at least we're in town now, so when someone gets knocked out or too weak to fight. Oh sure. Close to getting into red health on the Pokemon I didn't want. Fine, cool. Yeah, when it's time to heal, we just jump out of the water, we run back to the Pokemon Center, and then we go. Let's see if I can get. Oh, you're level 13. You are getting one-shotted. Assuming Claire doesn't hit herself. Sounds about right. Well, let's see if you survive a quick attack. Also, no. That's fine. Not you, Tentacool. Seriously? Dude. I mean, you know, I was gonna knock out Tentacool anyway, but she made it personal by knocking out Claire. You knock out my Pokemon, I knock you out. That is how this works. And now it says level 34, so that's cool. Time to go heal. Surely this rock has an item. Called it. And hey, look at that. I can go to the move tutor now. For what? I don't know. But I could. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about Tears of the Kingdom while I'm here trying to catch a Wingull. It's almost break time, so I almost feel like I shouldn't be talking about it. But I mean, I can postpone break time until I'm ready. Just like May, I can postpone my fight with her until I'm ready. It's not like I need this Wingull for this, but we can get Claire a couple of levels on the way. Probably. Assuming this next Pokemon isn't a Wingull. Yeah, I know I was saying last time, like, oh man, it's annoying that like you gotta do all these different quests first just to open the Great Fairies. But you know, like it's not that much of a problem. I'm trying to figure out like the exact way that it works out. Because I think you do have to join the... You have to be part of the newspaper to be able to do the Great Fairy Quest, which is annoying. But I think there's also, like... Like, I know there's, like, a secret hidden room in... Why did you have to poison me? There's, like, a mini dungeon underneath... Maybe dungeon is even mini dungeon is overselling it. The what do you call that central hub that you keep going back to? Like the safe house that's in Hyrule Field. There is a cave under there. Where's the antidote? And that, I don't know what opens it up, but I want to say it's, you have to beat, like, 1 or 2 dungeons first. So, like, the fairy thing is, like, it's kind of not the only thing that it holds off on you with. For, you know, seemingly no reason. Because in that cave is the knight's armor. As far as I know, you can't get it any other way. So it kind of just holds off on you for basically no reason. I mean, you could argue it's like, oh, they don't want you getting too strong too fast. Which I guess is fair. You know what? I don't want to run all the way back. You're getting a potion. Which I will probably want to buy more of anyway. Although, I guess since this is the department store town, they don't have a regular Pokemon. I think, if anything, the thing I find more annoying about the Great Fairy quests is that you have to do other quests before you can do the part where you go to the Great Fairy. Because it's like, you gotta get this band back together. And to do that, you gotta show up to the right stable, and then... Or once you've joined the newspaper, you gotta do... I think there is one specific fairy you have to do first. And then the rest of them will open up, and then you could do them in any order. Or maybe it's any order no matter what, I don't know. I guess I've just always done the one first. Because it's very, very easy to get to. Seriously, no encounters? But I think all of the other ones... So if it is indeed you have to do this one first, and then the other ones are any order, I think that first one doesn't have a quest with it. It's just, oh, you just go... Just get the band up to the Great Fairy. Well, then the other ones you have to do quests for them. So... The one that's near Dueling Peaks, you have to first find the drummer. And then when you find the drummer, he's like, I want honey. So you gotta get 3 pieces of honey for him. So you can't just show up and then take the band to the Great Fairy. So it's kind of annoying. And then there's the one that's... I forget where exactly it is, but it's in the south, I think. I'm pretty sure that one is connected to the boy who wants to impress this girl with like a firefly show. So you're gonna bring him fireflies, which I think is a little more annoying than the honey, because the honey was just 3 pieces, but the fireflies I think is 10. I guess it isn't the tallest order, dude. But I don't know, something about it is just like, man, I don't like this. Just let me go build a vehicle that gets you to the ferry. Because to me, that's the fun part. I like the part where you got to get this band safely to a Great Fairy. Because it's a vehicle building puzzle, which is fun. Gathering fireflies is not exactly fun. Because I swear, you would think fireflies would be super common, and you just gotta go to a forest at night and you can find them. But I swear, every time I'm like, okay, fireflies are definitely gonna be around here. They're not. So even if they might seem common, I swear they're not. I'm trying to learn Double Team. Nah, I'm good. I already have an evasion tank. Oh, I did that thing again. Stop playing your dumb team. Yes. Why won't Wingle show up again? Is it so much to ask for a seagull to show up? What, do I gotta go buy a hot dog? Take that onto the beach? Then there'll be plenty of Wingles. Dude. Yeah, vehicles are definitely one of those ways that expedites things that were much slower in Breath of the Wild. Okay, there's a Wingle. Level 14. I'm not gonna hit you. I'm gonna throw a ball. I guess my only options are regular Pokeballs. Nice move, nerd. There we go. Wingull rides updrafts, rising from the sea by extending its long and narrow wings to glide. This Pokemon's long beak is useful for catching prey. I don't know if this will fit. Oh, I can't do a spate. Oh, wait, there we go. I think it'll fit. Let me double check I spelled shiny correctly. Yes. To me, that looks like it says shinny, but whatever. Just to remember what I lost. Of course, now I don't really have much of a reason to go flying, but I have him now, or was it a she? I didn't notice. Out of my way. Maybe I will fly and get some potions first. Well, you know, let's heal. Not shiny certainly isn't hurt. I didn't hit him. Okay, I will move and put, sure. Sid can Sid this one out. Yeah, sorry, I really had to scratch my nose. Okay. Well, I don't have dive yet, but when we get it, we should be able to teach it to Wingull. But, you know, obviously, being a bird, not shiny can fly. And I'm actually going to make an effort to make sure their moveset isn't terrible, just on the off chance that we ever have to use them in battle. Okay, it's a she. I can stop wondering. Yeah, don't have dive, don't have waterfall, but should be able to learn both. So let's go get some potions. What? Huh? Fly. We'll go back to, Fortry, I think, had them. Had both super and hyper. Wait, let me sell the nugget first. Actually, don't I have two? I have 2 nuggets. It's not enough for lunch, but how much does a heart scale sell for? Nothing. Okay, good. Okay, now we will buy a bunch of super potions. And hyper potions. Almost exactly enough. Alright, then we fly back. Excuse me. I probably shouldn't be... I feel like it's kind of annoying to be narrating this as I do the action instead of just saying the plan. We fly back, we switch Pokemons back, and then we will take a break and then fight May. I forgot I can't run indoors. It's like I can't run past tents. Cause you know, with all the things, you know, all the like the stakes and the like the support ropes, it's dangerous to run around tents. That's why you can't run past tents. Okay. I'm going to stand tauntingly in front of May and save. And then it's break time. Okay. Let's fight me. Oh, hey. Brendan, are you shopping too? I bought a whole bunch of dolls and posters. Of course, I also caught a lot of Pokemon, and I'm raising them properly too. Actually, I'm more worried if you're raising your Pokemon properly, Brendan. I'll battle with you so you can show me your Pokemon, Brendan. Yeah, check out this Absol I just caught. The Pokemon I raise won't be beaten by your Pokemon, Brendan. Stop saying my name! Okay, Swallow. I suppose a good idea could be to use like an X defend on Claire and then do the Swords Dance. Ow. Let's go for the quick attack. Okay, I wasn't worried that. No, not you too! And you're faster? No! Oh. You asked for it. Rocks on your head! Ow! About to use Whalmer. Yes, I forgot what I was using on Whalmer in previous battles. Leaf Blade. It's moments like this that make me feel like I'm doing it correctly, because I actually have answers to things she has. Use Combuskin. That, I guess, I don't really have an answer to. Galleon. Definitely don't want to see your fighting moves. I'm gonna hear you screech first. Defense harshly fail. It's funny how it's like sharply rose and then harshly fell. Okay, well if I get advantage to land a hit, it's gonna hurt. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. Switch to some Shroomish. Yes. That's a job for Fazgoo. Again, definitely makes me feel like I have a good team. The Elite Four will prove me wrong. I'm sure of it. But I can take on May. I feel like that has been a running theme for the most part. I could take on a rival like nothing. But the Elite Four? I remembered the battle I had with you, Brendan, on Route 103. And that battle helped you become this strong, Brendan, didn't it? Stop saying my name! Jeez! It's like every sentence. I get it. My name is Brendan. I know. I typed it in. I'm thinking of going back to Little Root soon. I've got a decent group of Pokemon, and my Pokedex is coming along. It's just coming along. It's not coming along nicely. It's just coming along. So I'm going home to show my dad. Brendan, what are you gonna do? Collect all the gym badges and take the Pokemon Link challenge? Well, while you're collecting badges, Brendan, I'm going to work on my Pokedex. I'll complete it before you. You sure will. Unless you don't know where to catch Celebi, because I know, kind of. It's an event Pokemon and I don't have. See you. Definitely still mad Claire fainted. So you mean to tell me it was faster? We both had quick attack and its quick attack was quicker. I just gotta teach her extreme speed, that's all. Welcome to Lily Cove Department Store. Pokemon Lottery Corner. All departments go to draw a lottery ticket. Lottery ticket number mentions any idea of any Pokemon will receive a fabulous gift. Would you like to? Okay, sure. Please pick a lotto ticket. 14,873. You check to see if it matches any Pokemon ID numbers. Please wait. I'm sorry, none of the numbers matched. Please do visit again. Okay, it's worth a shot. Didn't cost me anything. But why did I go up? I did not hit up. Welcome. How may I serve you? Potion, super potion, hyper potion, max potion, revive, repel, super repel, max repel, and mail. Welcome. How may I serve you? Balls. And escape ropes. And full heals. I can buy them now. I can get rid of all other healing items. Awakening. Fluffy tail. I don't know why I put another awakening. That's just another status restore. Learn to use items properly. That's basic, really. Don't you walk away from me while I'm trying to talk to you. Hey! Get back here. I'm leaving on a long journey soon. I need to stock up on items. And you got X. And you. That's what I was expecting the other counter to have. Please come again. I like to get all the different TMs, but a Pokemon learns only 4 moves. Yeah, Tone, I know it. Negates all damage, but may fail if used in succession, so that's Protect. Prevents status abnormality with a mystical power. That's Mist? I feel like there's like Mist, and then there's like one that's a very similar word to Mist, but it does something different. Creates a wall of light that weakens physical attacks. That's, I mean, light screen. Creates a wall of light that lowers special attack. That's other light screen. It's funny how they're basically the same move, but one is for physical, one is for special. One is TM16 and one is TM33. Okay, I guess to be fair, they're probably still using the same TM numbers for most of the games. So when they introduced, you know, the split between special attack and special defense, now they needed the special version of light screen. So it couldn't be the same it couldn't be TM14 because there already was a TM14, which is probably this. A vicious snow and wind attack that may freeze the foe, which is Blizzard. Strike a foe with a Thunderbolt. Okay, that's Thunderbolt. Oh, is that Flamethrower? Oh my god, I have a Flamethrower. Powerful fire attack that may burn the foe. Powerful, but needs recharging, so that's Hyper Beam. Can Claire learn Hyper Beam? I gotta get money. I will come back when I have money. What's this counter? Why are you facing that way? How may I serve you? Posters. This would be exciting if I cared about secret bases. Which, you know, if they came back, I'd be excited. But in this game that it's a generation I've already played through, and I'm not going to stop and decorate a base, I don't care. Cushions. Dolls. I think it'd be cool to have a life-size Snorlax plush, but that would take up a lot of space. Also, that would be, I think that would legally qualify as a couch. I'm bone dry thirsty. Do you not want this water? Are you not like the girl in blue? Don't they have set dates for their clear-out sales? I watch TV, but they never show any commercials. I sure would like to know what that's like, watching TV and not getting any commercials. That sounds really cool. Don't know what that's like. As long as I've lived, TV has just been absolutely covered in commercials. I wanted to use a more strong word than covered, but I couldn't think of one. Like slathered? That doesn't sound right. Lily Cove Museum. I mean, I don't need to stop in there, do I? Do I? Hello? Team Aqua, hello? We've moved a little to the secret hideout today. Who are you? I was just talking to myself. Definitely not the guy I was standing next to. I'm just a grunt, so I don't know what the boss is thinking. But being on Team Aqua, I know I'll get the chance to do big things. Who are you? I was just talking to myself. Again, these guys are not having a conversation. They're just standing next to each other. I think this guy was even facing this guy, and they're just muttering to themselves. You guys are weird. Oh, I can't jump down from 2 cliffs high. If this whole wide world becomes ours, Team Aqua's, it would be a happier place for Pokemon too. Who are you? I was just talking to myself! Pokemon Trainer Fan Club. The names of trainers are scribbled all over the sign. Everyone here, we're all huge fans of Pokemon battles. We discuss who we consider to be the strongest of all trainers. If you're to become famous, we might even become your fans. Whatever anyone says, my favorite trainer is Dewford's gym leader, Brawly. I've been hearing things about a tough new trainer. This trainer is supposed to be beating gym leaders, even. Do you know anything about this new trainer? I might. My favorite trainer is cool, strong, and really nice. I wish there was a trainer like that. I thought you were just saying that's what your favorite trainer is. Now you're telling me that they don't exist. Cove Lily Motel. Remember us as Cove Lily of Lily Cove. I guess a Cove Lily is a real flower. Oh, and there's the contest hall. I don't care. So they doubled the guests by using Pokemon as attractions? Well, maybe I should make a cute Pokemon in our inn's mascot. I wonder if that will attract more guests to stay with us. Oh, sorry. I was too involved in watching TV. Since that Team Aqua came to town, the tourists have been staying away. Well, how do I get them to leave? I was taking a relaxing snooze at the seaside inn to the sound of waves when someone stole my Pokemon! Who was the abductor? Team Aqua? Is it Team Aqua? The Pokemon that come to this contest hall are all prize winners. They all come from all over the country. Oh, so you can call it a country. My heart swells with excitement. What was this building again? Move to leader! Cool, now I can get rid of TMs and HMs I don't want. I could get rid of Flash! I'm an art dealer. I am a buyer and seller of fine art, especially paintings. I've heard that the museum here has magnificent works on exhibit. Well, I'm sure if Exhibit went to this museum, he would have fine paintings on fine paintings, because you like fine paintings. Welcome to Lily Grove Museum. Please take time and enjoy the collection of fantastic artwork featuring Pokemon. It's a painting of grass Pokemon swaying in a breeze. They appear to be enjoying the wind's gentle caress. I'm the curator of this museum of fine arts. It's heartening to see someone so young as you in our museum. Have you viewed our collection of paintings already? Saw it. Oh? I do believe that you seem to be a Pokemon trainer. Have you interest in paintings too? Sure. Ah, excellent. You do like paintings. Then may I ask you to come with me? This is our special exhibit hall. As you can plainly see, there was not a single painting on exhibit. Here, I don't wish to exhibit works of so-called classical art. Such classical works you can see on our ground floor. I wish to exhibit work that is far different from the classics. Art, after all, is not restricted to old, famous works. This exhibit hall, I wish to fill it with modern and vibrant artworks of Pokemon seemingly ready to spring forth into glorious life. So a photograph? I beg your pardon. I didn't intend to monopolize the conversation. Now, it's okay. I'm not exactly talkative. Now, as you are young and yet obviously well-traveled, I was going to say trained because I'm a trainer, you must encounter lively Pokemon and works of art depicting them. If you come across such a painting, may we ask you to obtain the artist's permission to exhibit it here? Okay. I had no idea this was a thing in this game. I don't even know where to begin looking for paintings. It's a huge stone tablet inscribed with Pokemon and dense text in the small characters of an ancient, unreadable language. Is that Lucario? I can't believe they foreshadowed Lucario this far into the games. Or this early in the generations. Lucario doesn't even exist until the next game, or next generation. I'm kidding, of course, because I don't think that was actually Lucario. And I don't think games typically foreshadow things several games in advance. You know of the particular cavern in this cove? That had to be a natural formation. But then that Team Aqua lot came along and made their run... I was gonna say rendezvous, because like, oh, they rendezvoused in the cave. No, they made renovations. They call themselves the nature-loving Team Aqua. But what they do and what they say don't match at all. Doesn't that sound like basically the entire internet? Huh? What? What's that? I'm not near awake yet. You can have this. Is this sleep talk? Sleep is essential for good health. Sleep and regain health. Oh, so it's rest. I don't know if I can go to wherever... Oh, it's right there. I was gonna say, don't know if I can go beat up Team Aqua. What? What? What do you want with Team Aqua? Our boss isn't here. He's gone off to snatch something important. Where did he go? Wahaha! Do you think do you really think I'd tell you something that crucial? Oh, the monkey next to me likes hamburgers too. Wait, did he specify the route? Mount Pyre on Route 122. Oh, okay. And then so I beat him there, and then I come back here and beat him up again. Got it. What are you doing over here? There! Wheeler! Leap out of the water now! Huh? What do you want? You might sing up our training so you can, like, get lost. Oh. I thought those were rocks. So that's why I can't advance until I beat Team Aqua. So I can't beat Team Aqua. No, I didn't want to go in the building. Can't beat Team Aqua until I go back this way. Right, got it. Get out of my way. Have I done any battles since I last healed? No? Okay. So we're continuing onward. Which is... We're going backward. Oh. I was gonna quick attack. Yeah, so plate still works. It's still useful. Doesn't use Claire's best stat, but that's fine. Sometimes type effectiveness is better. Dude. It's the last tile of grass. Why are you a ghost out here in the grass in broad daylight? Sorry, I'm scratching my ear. Hey, wait. Where does this go? Probably to a secret base. Yep. Ahead looms Mount Pyre. It is a natural monument to the spirits of departed Pokemon. Apparently every game's gotta have one. Until they stop doing that. But for now, it's tradition. Okay, I don't need a Wingull. Don't need a Wingull. I got not shiny, thank you. Barely any experience at all. Did you come to pay respect? To pay your respect to the departed... to the spirits of departed Pokemon? You must care for your Pokemon a lot. This is the final resting place of my Zigzagoon. I cherish it. Yeah, I don't blame them for no longer doing Pokemon graveyards. Not when NPCs in there are like, oh man, my favorite Pokemon is dead. And we're back outside. Cheery route music. Kind of. TM48. I sure do wish they would just tell me what the TM is instead of just telling me the number. Skill swap. Switch abilities with the foe on the turn this is used. I don't think I don't trust myself to make good use of that. I don't want it. It could be interesting, but I don't know the situations in which you should use it. Cool. Max Potion. Nice to meet you, Mr. Potion. Yeah, how is that not an item? That was a little obvious. And you? I'm probably just grave robbing, but it's a video game. I don't care. Rob all the graves. If there isn't an NPC around that's like, hey, don't take those items, I don't feel bad. You want to know how I know that? Because in Skyrim, there's an NPC who you follow around his family's grave, and if you take items, he's like, hey, don't take that stuff. I'll show you exactly how scary Team Aqua can be. Is it not at all? Is it not at all scary because you're dressed up like pirate waiters? Not even pirates. Pirate waiters at a pirate-themed restaurant. Let's get some setup going because I'm not scared of a Zubat. Although you're probably going to confuse me. But for now, I'm fine. No, it's okay. No, bite again. That's cool. Let's use another Zubat. Oh man. Another Zubat. Oh blam. So you think you could stand up alone to Team Aqua's might? Yes. But I'm not alone. I have my Pokemon. Yeah, so you are strong. But there's a lot of us. I have 6 Pokemon. And healing items. Zinc. Why do I feel like that's not all that was there? But I can check over here too. Oh. I thought that happened because I clicked A. No. No. Okay. Nothing over here. What's up with you? What does a single kid expect to do? Send out an Absol? Poochyena. Where's Poochie? Okay, well that's not good for me as what is supposed to be a speedy sweeper. Hey, thanks for a free attack raise. The confusion, however, I don't appreciate. Uh-oh. I'm trying to think of more I could say about Tears of the Kingdom. I know I had that train of thought about vehicles that I kind of immediately dropped. I think vehicle making is fun. Even if whatever I was saying before about like, oh man, I wish I could, you know, have more control over my vehicles. Because you know the annoying thing? Is that Yiga make their own vehicles. And they can control the weapons on them separately from the vehicle's main power. So they can circle their bases in the depths, and then only start firing when they see you. That's inconsistent. Dang, too strong. You don't know anything. Quit messing around with us. Hey, I remember you from Mount Chimney. It's payback time. Oh, is it? Carvana. Get him, Galeon. Okay. I mean, I know that's bad for Galeon, because she is supposed to be defensive. But it's funny that we both did it. Okay, let's let Sid handle this. Mostly because he needs the experience more. But yeah, I like vehicle building in Tears of the Kingdom, regardless of how much control you get out of them. Because it is really satisfying being able to just be like, oh no, my horse is way over there and it can't hear me when I whistle. I guess I'll just pull out some parts and build a car. Especially with, you know, it is kind of easy to get Zonite. Ugh, beaten by some kid again. It's like, I'm at like nearly 200 Zonite and I haven't even been grinding. Heh, it doesn't matter. We bought ourselves some time. The boss should have snatched what he was after. Like, all I did was just go to the depths and clear out any mine I came across. I didn't even specifically go like, oh, I know where some mines are, I'm gonna go over there. I just was exploring the depths and then found some mines. And then whenever I found a mine or like a Again, with the, like, the monster outposts that just have a bunch of resources around them. If you find a monster outpost in the depths, it's got a bunch of, zonite rocks. Or, what do you call them when they're, like, when you haven't mined them yet? Ore veins. But yeah, it's got zonite outcroppings that you can mine. Which is, you know, lore-wise, that's why the monsters are there. That's why they set up the fortress, the outpost to begin with. It's because they're mining it too, for some reason. Not you again. You impeded our plans repeatedly, but this time you're too late. The red orb that rested atop Mount Pyre. I, Archie, have claimed it as mine. Finally, I can realize my grand design. Come on, crew. It's Slateport next. Oh no, this cannot happen. How could they take the red orb? The blue orb and the red orb must never be separated. They belong together. Fine. You take the remaining blue orb. Please take after that foul man and get that other orb back. We didn't have to comment on his body odor. The blue orb you have can be trusted with, and the stolen red orb. Oh, the blue orb you have been entrusted with, and the stolen red orb. They must never be apart. Something terrible will happen. Mount Pyre is where we calm the spirits of Pokemon that have passed on. This is a high place where one can see all of Hoenn. The disembodied spirits of Pokemon must find solace here. Is it coincidence that you're here? Will you hear out my tale? A tale long told in the Hoenn region? Alright. It happened long, long ago. The world was racked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the sea and the Pokemon of the land. The Pokemon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. The Pokemon of the land raised mountains and created continents. Their fierce duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in massive infernos and vicious storms. The blue orb and the red orb brought an end to the calamity. Light poured from the two orbs and becalmed the enraged adversaries. The pair, made docile, dove deep into the sea where eventually they disappeared. You know, I like how you could look at each set of legendaries and it's kind of like, oh, that's that region's creation myth. That's what they believe created the world. But, like, they all exist. So, I don't get it. Also, I don't know why I thought I could fly out of here. I don't even have not shiny. I mean, I guess the creation stories don't necessarily clash. Because it's like, oh, Dialga created everything. Or sorry, Arceus created everything. Or would it be, is it Arceus created Palkia and Dialga, and then they created everything? They created space and time? I don't know. But then, you know, then these legendaries showed up, and they created land and sea. I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about Pokemon Legends. Like, I've only played two of them. They've only made 2 Legends games. I couldn't possibly know all of them. Because they haven't... The joke I'm trying to make is that they haven't made games about all the Legends yet. What is that? Do you want to surf? So they said Slateport, but I don't think I should go down to Slateport. I'm gonna go back and see if I can get to their base now. What's more I could say about Tears of the Kingdom? Yeah, I'm genuinely kind of surprised at how quickly I got all that Zonite. Like, it didn't even feel like grinding. It's just like, oh, well, I'm here, so I might as well collect this. And while you know, it is kind of annoying starting a new save file and then like, oh, I gotta grind all the Zonite again to get my battery large. Not really. Because I have, you know, in all that exploring, I'm also finding the treasure chests that have crystallized charges just in them. So I think kind of the designed intent is that you can't escape from a Linoon. Is that you're kind of meant to find the crystallized charges on their own, and then the Zonite can be used for auto build. And I feel like that is especially enforced by finding large Zonite pieces. Because if you start to get impatient and like, oh, well, I'm not getting enough, you know, crystallized charges on their own aren't enough, I want to start buying them. Well, you can buy them with the large Zonite. Or, is it large Zonite chunks or is it just large Zonite? Yeah, those can only be used for exchanging with the robots. So, you very much could just save all of your small Zonite for auto build. And I think on this playthrough, I'll do that, and I'll see how that works out. I will only exchange my large Zonite, which again, that only exists for exchanging. It's like, why would I not? I mean, I know 200 Zonite is a lot. Like, it's not like anything I have is gonna make that go away really quickly. Like, if I'm frugal, it'll last a long time. But, you know, I like having surplus. So I'm just gonna hang on to it. Maybe if I ever hit like 300 or higher, then I will start spending it, but I'm just keeping it in the bank. Because like, I'm also doing just fine with one battery. You know, Breath of the Wild was, I feel like it was very intentionally designed where you could play the whole game with just one stamina wheel and be perfectly fine if you're strategic. I think Tears of the Kingdom is very much the same way, where you could get away with just having one battery the whole game. Especially because in Shrines, your battery is infinite. So like for the puzzle solving parts, you don't have to worry about it at all. Well, you know, for Shrine puzzles anyway. I realized there were also puzzles on the overworld that are you use the Zonite devices. But yeah, otherwise. Oh, you're still here. Okay. Slate port it is. We gotta go get not shiny. I also feel that, you know, I think I already said this, but I feel like the game is also kind of designed where if you don't want to use Zonite stuff, I mean, I guess in Shrines you do still have to use it, and you know it's still used for puzzles, but if you don't want to use it outside of puzzles, you don't have to. Like I think you could pretty easily play Tears of the Kingdom as if it's Breath of the Wild. You know, if you feel like all the new stuff they introduced is too much, you could just ignore it. And I think I said before, I can get how someone would play Tears of the Kingdom and feel overwhelmed by the amount of stuff there is. And that's perfectly fine. I still think it's stuff you don't necessarily have to engage with outside of, you know, puzzles that require Zonite devices, where they always provide the devices. Nintendo will never do that to you. They will always provide the things you need for the puzzle. No, not Oceanic Museum. I think I want the Maybe the crowded building, okay. I was hoping that it was a famous star, so I could get an autograph. But who's that being interviewed? Isn't that Captain Stern? Yes, indeed. We intend to move ahead with our exploration. That's wonderful, Captain Stern. Thank you for taking the time from your busy schedule to talk to us. We hope we can interview you again with news of more discoveries. Whew. That's my first time being filmed for TV. That was nerve-wracking. Oh, Brendan, you're looking great. We made a huge discovery on our last seafloor exploration. We found an underwater cavern on Route 128. We think it's the habitat of a Pokemon that's said to have been long extinct. Captain Stern, I presume. We of Team Aqua will assume control of your submarine. Your objections are meaningless. We expect your total cooperation. Just watch and learn what Team Aqua has planned. Is it to steal the submarine? What was that all about? It sounded like someone using a megaphone. Where did it come from? The call is coming from inside the building! It's from the harbor. The submarine! They're trying to take it! Brendan, please come with me. Yeah, see? Like, it came from inside the building. Wahahaha! I commiserate with you. What does that mean? All that effort you spent following me here on the way, all the way from Mount Pyre, I flew. But now, no one can stop us. No one! Or will you follow us back to our hideout in Lily Cove City? Wahahaha! Yeah, I had to come here to have confirmation that you stole the submarine, which I assumed you were doing when you came here anyway. And now I go back to where I was supposed to be. Why? Why would Team Aqua steal my Submarine Explorer 1? They can't be after the slumbering Pokemon at the bottom of the sea. But even if I were to chase them, I don't stand a chance against them. Bye. I gotta get a move on. They stole your submarine. I gotta beat them to their hideout. Actually, I don't have to beat them at all. I just have to meet them there. Because no matter what I do, they're gonna be there first. Because it's video games. The story flag has been clicked. They're already there. Yeah, I still think of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as like, they're both valid games. And one is like enjoyable simplicity, and then the other is like enjoyable depth. No pun intended. Aye. Suspicious character spotted. Aye. Is he trying to make an alarm sound, or is he like, ah? Like, I can see how people like Breath of the Wild better for being simpler, having less to worry about. I find Tears of the Kingdom more enjoyable because there is more to sink your teeth into. Okay, please stop hurting my speed. Okay, bye. I still disagree with the idea that Breath of the Wild's powers are better than Tears of the Kingdom's. I can see how for speedrunning they're more fun, but for the average person, I think no. It's like, you can't tell me. You couldn't pay me to say, and then I'm gonna say it anyway because I have to tell you what it is you couldn't pay me to say. In honesty, that Magnesis is better than Ultra Hand. Ultra Hand is objectively better in every way. Okay, now let me bring Claire back out. Because Magnesis is Ultra Hand, but you can only grab metal objects, and you can only move things a particular way. You can't rotate them. Okay, bye. I'm noticing a pattern here. Yes, that smell is indeed coming from Galeon. Okay. At least Claire is still getting participation experience. Ugh, I lost it. I took the loss for the team, but I did my job. If that helps you sleep at night. Excuse me. Like, you know, now that I think about it, anyone who thinks that Tears of the Kingdom's powers are worse than Breath of the Wild's probably, and I realize how this is going to sound, probably doesn't understand how good Recall is. There's a lot of crazy stuff you can do with Recall as well. You may not be able to catapult yourself like you could in Tears of the King, or in Breath of the Wild, using stasis. But for one thing, that's a bug. I'm pretty sure that's some kind of bug that speedrunners are doing. I don't think you're supposed to be able to... Oh no, teleporters! Maxwell is too bad, bag is full. Okay, that is something I would really like, actually. Use the fresh water. No one is hurt. Here, Galeon, hold this bottle of water. I don't know why Galeon specifically. It's a satisfying mental image. I don't know if I could call that synesthesia, but let's pretend it is. Yawn. Keeping watch over the hideout bores me. I'll take you on. Okay, aha. Here we go again with this. I'm gonna swords dance, and then you're gonna roar, and it's gonna send out Galeon. Oh no, you're gonna use Scary Face too. You're gonna do that 2 times, so my speed falls twice. Or harshly falls twice. And there's the roar. Oh, you sent out Phasgu. Okay. I'm happy to see Phasgu. And you're done. You're done. Carvana. Okay, good. A Pokemon that won't switch Claire out. Fish can't roar, right? Also, you know the thing with, like, if you like catapulting yourself with stasis, you know there are other ways to catapult yourself in Tears of the Kingdom, right? Like, you could get a spring. And I feel, again, I'm pretty sure that any kind of catapulting you would do to yourself with stasis that's better than a spring in Tears of the Kingdom, probably a glitch. And you're done. Full experience for Claire this time, because she didn't get switched out. Also, she didn't get hurt by rough skin. Take down. Ouch. And there's the Razor Wind. Ding. Oh, I lost. If you scurry too much, other Team Aqua members might get you. Not if I... Actually, yes. Wait, I can't take the bottle of water. Because I picked up the other thing, the Max Elixir. My bag is still full. Because now would be the time to use it. Also, I didn't realize how many hyper potions I bought. Wow. If you want to know the secret about our hideout, you have to beat me. Or you have me to beat. I feel like the way I said it was more natural. Oh, he's got 4 Pokemon. Oh, scary. Okay. Also, I will never not love Ascend in Tears of the Kingdom. I just love how it makes you think about levels. You know, it gives you a different way to look at how things are laid out. Because, you know, anytime you want to go up, you got to think like, okay, is there a perch here? Is there something I can get under that's close enough that I can ascend to it? And if it's not close enough, can I make myself go up enough? Ow, I really wish Confusion wouldn't attack me with my own attack stat. My own boosted attack stat. Also, I still have Not Shiny with me. Oops. This Fighting Team Aqua is like the one place where I would want Sid. I have heard Ascend. Well, I don't know if that was in reference to Ascend specifically, but I've heard Tears of the Kingdom's powers called solutions looking for problems, and I can't disagree with that more. Especially with Ascend. Because Ascend it really is, as far as I've heard, Ascend was originally a developer tool. It was like a debug tool. And then they liked it so... Okay, bye. No, not shiny. No, not shiny. We are not using not shiny. So it was originally a developer tool. And they liked it so much that they just made it a power. So it's kind of the exact opposite of a solution looking for a problem. It wasn't something that they were like, oh, we have this cool power, but now we have to design the levels around this cool power so we can use it. It was genuinely, we have this cool tool. We like this so much because it's so useful. We're just gonna make it a power you get. Like, if that's not the opposite of a solution looking for a problem, I don't know what is. It's genuinely a problem-solving tool. I can see how level design could lead you to believe that they designed the power first and then altered the levels to work with it. But, like, it's such a helpful power. There's so many places it comes in handy. And not just those specific points where it's like, oh, look, they added an overhang where there wasn't an overhang, so you can use Ascend. Okay, I'll bring Gillion back. But, like, you know, it's basically an escape rope whenever you're in a caves. Whenever you're in a cave. I didn't mean to pluralize it. What do you mean you missed? And, you know, caves are one of the big new things that Tears of the Kingdom adds. So it's pretty handy having basically an escape rope to get out whenever you want. I'm starting to think that maybe I shouldn't fight Poochyena with Glare, because they have Swagger, and she will, if she hits herself, she will instantly knock herself out. Okay, good. Snapped out of confusion. And I got a free attack boost. And now your defense harshly fell. So now I'm gonna blast you to the moon. Excuse me. I feel like Tears of the Kingdom's powers is probably something I could write. I could make a video about. I think I could keep rambling about how, actually, all of the powers are cool and useful and way better than everything in Breath of the Wild. Our hideout secret. Well, let's just say there's a submarine at the far end. But by now, all right, weirdo. There's a submarine. Yeah, submarines are real funny. Do these work here? No. I have to walk. But yeah, I think Fuse is pretty great too. Like, I might as well talk about it since I've talked about all the other powers. Fuse is great. I can also see how that's like a solution looking for a problem. It's like, oh, well, you know, everyone hates the weapon durability thing, and we wish we could just craft our own weapons. Well, here's Fuse. You could basically craft your own weapons now. It's not the same, but it basically is. Because you can take all these common weapons and make them stronger. And it's not just an upgrade system, it's based on the things you defeat. So it kind of balances itself out and simultaneously lets you have, you know, all these, like, common weapons that are fine and be the same weapons you use throughout the entire game. But they get stronger because you fight stronger monsters who drop stronger monster parts that you could use for stronger fused weapons. So to me, it's a system that makes a lot more sense than what they were doing in Breath of the Wild, where you just start encountering monsters with stronger weapons than they were holding before. And it puts more control in what you get to use, or what you want to use. Because instead of that strong monster always having a spear, they're just a strong monster and they drop the strong monster part. And you could make it a spear if you want a spear, but you don't have to make it a spear. You could hang on to that part until you get a stick that you would use for swords and make it a sword instead. Also, I meant to transfer my items around while I was at the Pokemon Center, and I forgot. Oh well. I should probably put Sid in the front. I don't know how Takuba is a higher level than Sid when Sid has the stronger grass move. Okay. So then I want this one. I found their secret lounge. Ah, Voltorb. Sorry, Electrode. Don't explode. I'll take it. Screech, I'll take that too. It won't matter once I knock you out. Okay, well that will. Trying to learn agility. Nah. Excuse me. Nugget. Oh! They wouldn't sell for much anyway. The Nugget should be a bigger gain than whatever I would have gained from selling those. Oh, am I glad that Master Ball goes in the balls pocket. Just stopping to think for a moment if I have anything super effective against grass. Nope. It is kind of interesting how early grass Pokemon had to have better special attack than physical attack, because if you wanted to, have them be good with grass moves, they had to have good special. Because grass moves are all special. And because of that, it makes them different than the others. Well, I guess water Pokemon were the same. Because water is also special. Wait, never mind. Fire is also special. Forget anything I was saying. I was gonna say, like, oh, grass is special because it uses special because of grass being special. So, I didn't mean to say special so many times in a row. So that it makes them different because then you would like, oh, they would be better with electric moves than than the water starter or fire starter. No, because fire and water are also special. Wahaha, I grow weary of waiting. You owe me a battle too. In addition to what? Ah, see, unfortunately for you, Leaf Blade. All that waiting and you're just gonna get one-shotted. Wow, critical hit. Overkill. Oh, there's the rough skin. Okay. How come Claire didn't get hurt by it? Tired of waiting. Lost in days. Boss, is this good enough? So I take it he was told to stay behind and stall me. Fuel supply loaded A-OK. In-crew snacks loaded A-OK. Nothing left to do but KO a pesky meddler. That he's gonna say perform A-OK checks. Misread that. Another critical. Didn't even need. Zubat. Yeah, Claire will be fine. So I was thinking over like all my options. Like what's super effective against bug and flying? Or no, it's poison. Why do I keep thinking it's a bug? Because of leash life, that's why. I took a serious licking. Huh. That wasn't supposed... This was supposed to happen. My mission was just to hold you up. Yeah, well, I'm too busy looking at trash cans. I'm holding myself up. Warp panels, the hideout's pride and joy. You're clueless about where you are, aren't you? Fluster and tire out the enemy. Then lower the boom. That's our plan. Okay, Captain Flynn. I don't have anything good against poison flying. Ah. Okay, yeah, I should switch. I was gonna throw rocks, but confusion works too. What's wrong with you? You're not tired at all. That reminds me. I can't remember where I put the Master Ball. If I fail to guard it, our boss would chew me out. Well, I guess that makes you a piece of gum. She's gonna get chewed. I like how he turned around, but he didn't challenge me to a battle. Oh, I messed up. Well, I like to think they put that there so that you can remember to check that other way if you haven't already, and then you can find the Master Ball. So it's not bad level design that it kicked me out. It's actually a pretty good level design because it gave me a second chance to find the Master Ball if I haven't found it already. I'm thinking about how familiar I am with Absol's Cry, and it makes me think maybe I did use an Absol in a playthrough. Maybe I had one in Y or X. Because I don't think I used one in Y, but I might have had one in X. I can't remember. Hello again. Totally didn't just grab the Master Ball. Hehehe. Got here already, did you? We underestimated you. But this is it. I'm a cut above the grunts you've seen so far. I'm not stalling for time. I'm gonna pulverize you! Okay, Matt. Sorry, I scratched my ear before I do my clever quip of... I guess I'm gonna walk all over you because you are a Matt. Ow. Sharpedo. I remember catching a Sharpedo in Ruby. I don't remember if I really used it for much. Also, I'm pretty sure this has rough skin as well. So it's gonna get hurt again. But it doesn't matter. The little bit of damage rough skin does is the only damage they can do. So, you know, it balances out. Mighty Yenna. I'll let Sid handle this too. I forgot that that is that one and not the little one. Didn't even lower your defenses. I like how its moveset implies it is a very scary dog. I can't look at it the same after realizing it's like its head is shaved down the middle. It doesn't look right. That's not what I would call a scary dog. I would not call a dog with a reverse mohawk a scary dog. Yes, that smell is indeed coming from Sid. It's very piney, isn't it? I also just realized that Sid hasn't evolved yet, and that's crazy. There we go. Okay, yeah, just hit him with special moves. Oh, a potion. Okay, well, maybe you are cut above the rest. Okay. Guess who also has potions? Guess who has better potions? Okay, bye. Resists Ghost, I think. I was gonna use Astonish, but I'm pretty sure it's... Missed. Dude. I'm not fully sure that Roar even plays into Mightyana's playstyle. I guess if you get switched out, you have to... You know, when you get hit by Intimidate again, your stats get lowered. I guess that's something. I feel like it's kind of just there to play into the scary idea. That the roar scares you away, and it makes the next guy come out. And I'm not fully sure that it serves any other purpose than aesthetics, basically. Can you stop doing that? Dude! Every time? Fine. Galleon. Do I have any of those confusion curing berries? Defrost, heal burn, heal poisoning, awakens, gets paralysis. I don't think I do. Do full heals still heal confusion? Where do I have them? They do. Alright, Galleon, get him before he does swagger again. Dang it. Come on. Dang it! You know, I'll use one. I'll do it again. Dude. No. Roar doesn't make... It doesn't make you get hit with Intimidate again. But if I switch back, will it? No. Okay. So yeah, Roar doesn't play into Mightyana's playstyle. I think Galleon's attack is now max, which means if she hits herself again, she is done for. Oh, she survived. Okay. Good job. Yes, that smell is coming from Galleon. I'll use an Owen. If I could find it. Dude. We should get Claire out here so you stop using swagger. You run out of PP faster. How are you going How are you going first this time? I like to think Moondrop could do better. Because if it hits itself in confusion, its physical attack stat, I think, is not very good, so it shouldn't hurt itself too much. I don't know if being part rock also plays into that. Oh wait, Dark is completely immune to Psychic. The one time I get a move off against this mighty Enna. But you don't resist rocks. I don't think there's any Pokemon that's immune to rock. Okay, that's fine. There, finally, your swagger gets to you. You boosted the power of my rocks. So, I lost 2. See, that wasn't the fun kind of challenge like Winona. That was just annoying. Sid is evolving. After I was saying, like, oh, he hasn't evolved yet. At least based on silhouette alone, I feel like that's a downgrade. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sceptile fans. I think I like Grovyle better. Sceptile looks like, you know, like a fast, interesting bird lizard that can swoop from tree to tree and dive bomb you with a leaf blade. Grovyle is kind of just a lizard with a tree for a tail. It's not as exciting looking to me. While I was toying with you, our boss got through his preparations. Our boss has already gone on his way to some cave under the sea. If you're going to give chase, you'd better search the big, wide sea beyond Lily Cove. But will you find it then? Nice Kecleon impression. Yeah, also that obviously is supposed to be your shortcut out, not just like, oh, you loop back around if you're looking for the Master Ball. It serves two purposes. It's very good. It's very good level design. I'm only partially kidding when I say that. I do think it's pretty good level design, but I don't think it's the best level design in the world. But I think it's pretty good. I don't know how intentional it was that it was all those things I was saying it was, but it works that way, so it is good. It is good design. Okay, how much money do I have? Because I should buy TMs. Also, ow, I got something in my eye. $7,000. So I can afford 1 TM. I feel like I want to buy full heals instead. I can come back for TMs. There will be more trainer battles. Oh wait, it's all the way at the top. Paralyze heal. Don't need them. Antidotes. Don't need them. Burn heals. I don't think I needed 7 of these. And then I threw away the other ones. Whatever was left. I already forgot. Okay. Oh wait, sell the nugget. Are you the one who have the? Yes. Wait. No. Other counter. Full heal. Yeah, how about I just buy as many as I can afford? And then I'll be set for life. No. Even I feel like that's silly. Wait, Oh, it's flamethrower. So flamethrower or hyper beam. And I don't even know if Absol can learn hyper beam. Let me see if she can. She can. Ooh. Oh, but that's only 5 PP. I mean, I could put it over, Razor Wind. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. Because a strong move that happens first and then you have to recharge, better than a move that doesn't do anything until the next turn. That is my justification. You're not the TM's counter. I gotta upstairs. One more. Is it this lady? Powerful, but needs recharging the next turn. Watch that not be Hyper Beam, and Claire can't learn it. Oh, also, I can take that bottle of water from Galleon. Hyper Beam. I suppose if it had any more PP than that... yeah, Razor Wind only has 10 PP, that's... Yeah. As long as it doesn't miss. I'm gonna be mad when it misses. Because you know the miss is gonna happen. But if I can get the setup going with, like, do 3 Swords Dances, she could sweep. I'm sure she could sweep. As long as the Pokemon... As long as her targets... don't, well, as long as she doesn't miss, and as long as her targets don't resist normal, which they would have to be part rock or part steel, or be ghost and be immune to normal, but otherwise she could one-shot them, which sounds amazing. I'll have to come back for flamethrower. I don't think I have a particular need for fire right now, so I'm not in a rush. But I definitely... Fire is good, so I definitely want that. I feel like that would be... Wait... I was gonna... my plan from the start was to get a Grimer and teach it Flamethrower. Do you even have a good special attack? It does trail behind your attack a bit. It's your second worst stat. So, maybe I forget about Flamethrower. I don't know. Are the things that are weak to fire also weak to poison? I mean, no, because bug. But how much overlap do they have? Grass, ice, bug, steel. Poison is good on grass. And that's it. Oh. No, they are not equivalent. I haven't saved it a bit. Well, guess it's time to set sail. I gotta go around. Excuse me. Okay, everyone's good. Put Claire in the front again, because she needs to level up. Although Fazgu also still needs to evolve. And I'm waiting on a stone for Takuba. But we can't do anything for Takuba until we can dive. So let's just go. Was this the route that they said had the cave on it? Hyper Beam! Now I can be Lance! The tiny experience. I guess it kind of makes sense that wild Pokemon aren't really worth the experience because you can keep encountering them. If they're worth a lot of experience, it'd be easy to grind. And then you could just become overpowered. Toad. Get out of here, Tentacle. If you just float in the sea like this, Pokemon come around to play. Okay, but you gotta be careful, because I've read the Pokedex. I know some of them like to drown people. This might be a time for Sid. Potentially. I mean, I said potentially. Oh, lost at sea. While swimming, I noticed that some Pokemon attack, and some just watch. I guess Pokemon have personalities of their own. Hey. You're riding a Pokemon instead of swimming yourself. I am envious. Roland. That's one of those things where I say it because I know it's a reference, but is anyone gonna guess that that's a reference? Because I'm just saying his name. Ow. It's a reference to Prototype 2, because there was an antagonist whose name is Roland. And the protagonist gets a call from him at one point, so that's how he answers the call. He goes, Roland. Oh, I can't. I'm getting chilled. I've been in the water too long. I wish I could ride a Pokemon like you. Oh yeah, I gotta organize my bag now. Which is much easier now that I only have full heals to switch up. And the elixir, or ether elixir. I can put the, I mean, I should just put all the other stuff away. Why don't I go back to the Pokemon Center, put all that stuff away, and I can revive Claire through the Pokemon Center healing. Hello, Pelipper. What do you mean can't escape? Can protect you from Screech? It can. I didn't know it worked like that. I thought it only protects you from damage. Blam! You know, I'm realizing we're getting close to level 40. What levels did I say my Pokemon were when I beat Ruby? I say that like anyone watching is gonna answer, or even remember. Which is why, while the healing is happening, I am going to open the folder that I stuck that image into. I don't know why it's sorted by name. I like to do by date modified. Okay, I gotta take a hot minute to sift through this. Where is it? I got a lot of junk in my junk folder. But I think I remember the things it was sitting next to. Maybe not. I think I passed it. Come on, where is it? Okay. Let me just get the keyboard out so I can... There it is. Okay, they were close to level 50. So, if I want to guarantee I can successfully beat the Elite Four on the first try, I probably want like level 52 or something. Probably higher than 49-ish on mostly everyone. So, okay, no, we're not close to good enough. Not yet. Okay, let me from the top. Garbos. You know what? Max Repel can go away. Because I still have Super Repels. Heart Scale, that can come back when I need it. Max Potion, remind me before we go to the Elite Four. Max Ether, also same thing. Zinc, you can go away. Max Elixir. Didn't I just put you away? Okay. I do enjoy this moment where you finally have access to full heals and you can just get rid of all your various restorative items, restoration items. And your bag becomes a lot less cluttered. How much money do I have at this moment? Oh. Those 2 or so trainers I beat had nothing for prize money. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was expecting to be able to go buy Flamethrower right now, but it would have been nice. Okay, Tentacool. No one cares. Hunter's house. Hey, Spyro, did you know you could use your double jump to glide further? I'm the diving treasure hunter, otherwise known as the Hunter. I'm the awesome dude who makes deep sea divers to gather treasures resting at the bottom. I'm thrown off by this sentence because I feel like he's trying to say that he makes the divers dive for treasure, but I think what he is saying is that he makes divers so they can dive for treasure. You haven't gotten any treasures from me. If you see any shards, like the red shard, you've got to trade it with me. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Moss Deep City. Is this the next gym town? Our slogan, cherish Pokemon. Not exactly unique. I think any town would tell you to cherish your Pokemon. Oh yeah, Liza and Tate. Maybe that was why I wanted the Sharpedo, because it could use Bite. The Mystic combination. I think this place is full of double battles, so maybe like that. McClare is immune to Psychic. And man, I appreciate her being pure dark, so I don't have to think about like, oh wait, actually, this type also it's weak to Psychic, so then actually it's neutral. Yo, how's it going, Champion Bound Brendan? The gym leaders here use Psychic type Pokemon. If you go up against them with Fighting or Poison type, I misread that as Fire type. It's like, what do you mean Fire? That's not how that works. They'll inflict horrible damage. Plus, they'll come at you with outstanding combination attacks. If you want to win, you'll need to show them how tight you are with your Pokemon. Go for it. Excuse me. What is this button? What does this do? Watch me levitate a Pokeball telekinetically. Sometimes I'm out of sync. Not to. It is kind of nice knowing that if I'm going to be using Bite, I don't have to spend time Swords Dancing. Just go straight for the Bite. It's about to use Girafarig. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was talking about... Last time I was like, oh, what if I did a Pure Steel challenge run where I can only use Steel-type Pokemon in Scarlet? Ow! And I looked at all the Steel-type Pokemon that are available in that game. And while, yes, there are a lot of Steel-type Pokemon that are there that are some of my favorites, I don't know that I could make a full team that I would be excited by, that I would want to do that. You are smart. Apparently you're faster than me. Okay, I'm gonna potion Claire just in case he decides to not just survive. So let me pull up my file here and see who I know I definitely would have used in that case. Oh no, I did fill it out with 6. So apparently I didn't need to heal, but that's fine, because now I don't have to heal for the next fight. Good job, Claire. My Pokemon battling skills are out of sync, too. A Pokeball was too heavy to lift psychically. But this Dust Bunny... Whoa! No, I'm not cheating. I didn't blow on it, honestly. Okay, and then I just hop on this, and that should lead me all the way around over there, eventually? I think this is the wrong way, but let's go here anyway. Oh, look, a switch. Let me see your talent. Okay, Virgil. So I knew immediately, I might have even said this last time, Tinkaton, Corviknight, and Scizor would be Pokemon I would use in a pure Steel Scarlet playthrough. And then Bronzong would also get me immunity from either ground or fire, which would be big if I'm going to be using all Steel, because, you know, it's one of their weaknesses. But I also, it's easy for me to forget that Corviknight is immune to ground because he's part flying. So Corviknight could handle ground, and then I could get a heat-proof Bronzong. But also Scizor, being part bug, wouldn't be weak to ground, so we would only have to worry about that super, mega effective fire. You possess spectacular talent. If there are prodigies in the world, then our gym leaders are them. However, you may be even more talented than them. I'm gonna leave that like that so I can battle that girl up there. Whee! Where does that go? Battles hinge on the strength of your spirit. The weak-spirited will never win. Yeah, it's really the last two where it gets to, like, I don't know that I would be excited by having them on my team. It's like, I saw there's, like, Copperajah, there's that worm that is apparently pure steel. There's Lucario. There is Magnemite/Magneton, which I already used, so I would feel bad about having that on my team. I lost. I must temper my spirit again. Because, we had Cluster in gold, so I wouldn't want another Magneton. And I may end up using Magnezone in Diamond, we'll see. So, the indecisive lose. That's my warning to you. Yeah, never used a Copperajah before, but oh, hello. The roads you have traveled, what you have experienced. Come at me with everything you've learned. And, like, I like Lucario, but I don't like how small Lucario is. It really takes me out of it. I'm sure that's a weird reason to not want... Oh, you copied my ability. I know that's kind of a weird reason to not want to use a Pokemon, but I don't really want to use Lucario. Like, I feel like the team I had going, the team I had planned out before I had the idea for a Steel-only team in Scarlet is more exciting to me than what I came up with for a pure Steel. I'm trying to learn Slash. Can you learn one of them? Slash. No, I'm good. I'll keep Quick Attack. I do kind of regret Facade on Galeon. I think Slash would have been better, but I think I would need 2 heart scales for that. One to remove Facade, and then one to go to the move tutor and remember it, or remember Slash. But I don't want to waste TMs, so I'm not doing that. You traveled a path of greatness. A bright future awaits those who have worked diligently. For those who lazed idly, there was only despair at the end. What goes around comes around. You don't have to tell me that. I see it. I see your future. If you could beat me, I will tell you your future. Oh, hello, Zatu. And, oh, you survived it. Okay. That was a lot of nothing. I surrender. You all waged a terrifically intense battle with our gym leaders. The result? You won't hear from me. Whee. So now I gotta go back this way. And here I thought I went the wrong way. I didn't press up. I don't know why that happened. It's like I thought you were supposed to go like this. But then this just leads you... You could go there, or you can go here, but here also leads you the same place. Yeah. So the reason Girafarig reminded me of that was because Farigiraf is a new... It's an evolution to Girafarig that I would like to try out. Because I had Girafarig. You know, if you saw Gold, you saw I had Girafarig, I had Tall Boy. I would like to try the evolution to see how much, like, even better it... Like, Girafarig was good. So, I would really like to see Farigiraf, and I believe that's only in Scarlet and Violet. So, honestly, Farigiraf is selling me on not doing a pure Steel type. When you lose to me, don't be too hard on yourself. It's not that you're weak. I'm just too strong. So, like, yeah, as much as I think it would be cool to do a pure Steel run, I don't have enough Steel Pokemon that I'm excited about using to outweigh wanting to have Farigiraf. Wait, let me look at that again. I already closed it. I think there were other Pokemon that... Ha, you flinched. Yeah, there's at least one other that I'm not sure I will have a chance to use, other than in Scarlet. You're just too strong. So, honestly, those two Pokemon outweigh Caporaja and Lucario in terms of how much I want to use them, so they tip the scales in favor of not doing pure Steel. I'm not gonna get down on myself for losing. I just need to train harder. Positive thinking, that's my strong point. Good for you. Gosh, I hope this puzzle doesn't reset if I leave the gym. Because I would like to go heal before we fight the gym leaders. So I was wrong that it's the gym of all double battles, but the gym leaders are a double battle, so... You know, I'm surprised. I thought I remembered more instances in this game where if you're just walking straight into things, you encounter two trainers at once and it automatically becomes a double battle. Maybe that's Diamond and Pearl? But I don't think I've played that much of Diamond and Pearl that I would know that. I'm just gonna ride this along, assuming that they are... Oh, they're reset, aren't they? Well, the battles aren't. I hit that one. I don't remember if I needed this one, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What would they do if I came in here and it was like, I was so good at running that I could outrun these presumably treadmills? You know, I assume these are supposed to be treadmills. What if I was just a good runner? And I could run the wrong way on them? I'd probably get yelled at and they'd be like, hey, stop that. That's not how you do the puzzle. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good to go. Were you surprised? Were you surprised that there are two gym leaders? That there are two gym leaders? We're twins. We're twins. We don't need to talk because we can each determine what the other's thinking, all in our minds. You know, it's not that hard to finish someone else's sentence. This is a combination of ours. Can you beat it? Oh yeah, you have Lunatone and Soul Rock. And I want to say that because of how double battles work in this game, these are their only Pokemon. Take out Lunatone first. Okay. I really have to hope that your only offensive moves are Psychic. I think I am a little underleveled for this. Excuse me. Okay, you got Flamethrower. That's bad for Claire. Don't hypnotize her. I didn't even realize how slow Takuba is. Jeez. Well, what do I want to work on first? Do I want her to wake up or do I want her to be healed? I guess I'll go for the healing. Of course. Ah. I just remembered that they're part rock. You know what rock doesn't like? Bite. No. I know this is gonna hit Claire too. I just want to see what'll happen. Claire might faint. Surf might make Claire faint. Wow! That did nothing! Oh, probably because of the sunlight. Also, it apparently does not hit Claire. That's good. Okay, I would like Takuba to stay in this at least long enough to surf when the sunlight goes away. I guess I'm just gonna potion both of them. I think I should be focusing on Soul Rock. Well, so much for staying in the battle until I could get a surf off with the harsh sunlight gone. Dang. Yeah, I forgot for a moment that Lunatone has Flamethrower. Okay, if you wake up Solar Beam Lunatone, I guess it's gonna resist it, but it's Hyper Beam. It should still hurt. And now she's Psychic. Okay. Claire woke up. Hyper Beam! Okay, that's fair. Well, I got to do at least one Hyper Beam. They might not be able to do anything to Moondrop. Good job, Moondrop. Good job, Galleon. If your only attacks are Psychic and Fire, and I haven't seen Lunatone do anything but Psychic, we resist it all. I think I'm gonna take a moment to revive Claire just in case. Also, I just remembered that Rock is weak to grass as well. Nah, Screech wouldn't do anything. Yeah, you got Hypnosis, which is annoying, but it's not Flamethrower. Wow, your defenses have really gone up. That's annoying. Yeah, having Moondrop out is kind of a stalemate. I probably should just switch back to Claire. Because he can't hurt Claire if he doesn't have any moves that aren't Psychic. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, but like if you can't do anything but Hypnosis to Claire, then as long as this is gonna take, you've lost. I would also like to revive Sid, because now... Actually, oh, it doesn't show level. Who's lower level, Sid or Takuba? Because whoever's lower level, they're the one who should come out. You know what? No. Let's take this seriously. It's gotta be Sid because he's got the stronger grass move. Excuse me. I'm burping. Burping and biting. That's fine. Almost a full. Light screen off. Oh, right, you did that. Well, was that, I forget, was that the physical one or was that the special one? I'm just gonna let Galleon wake up on her own. Okay, that's better. Pretty sure you did raise your own defenses. Ow, that still hurts. Let's bring Sid out. I was thinking for a moment I would just let him knock Galleon out, It's better than putting Claire to sleep, but it's not. Yeah, because I could just wake her up next turn. And Sid can still attack. It's 2-on-1. They've lost. Yeah, sure, Hyper Potion. You've still lost. Heck yeah! Thank you, Sid. It's a good thing I remembered that Psychic Rock is still weak to grass. Being psychic doesn't make you immune to grass. What? Our combination was shattered? It can't be helped. You've won. So, in recognition, take this. Yeah, I think this fight might have been why I wanted a Sharpedo. The Mind Badge enhances the special attack and special defense of Pokemon, and also lets you use the HM move Dive outside of battle. You should also take this too. That contains Calm Mind. It raises special attack and special defense. It's a move that's perfect for Psychic Pokemon. Oh, it's a teleporter. I thought it was a reset button. Okay, well, we did it. One more gym to go, and I gotta track down Dive. I've played this game before, so it would not be a spoiler for me to look it up. So I'm just gonna end here. Yeah, that's a good length for a stream. That's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll do more on Friday, where I will remember or be reminded where Dive is. And then, you know, then we do the stuff that Dive lets us do. Once we get Dive, we're going back to the sunken ship so we can evolve Takuba and get the stone he needs. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you then when we do that. Bye.